I'm fed up. I'm really sort of just had enough of all these restrictions and all the rules and regulations, being furloughed, and I probably, like yourself, it's been difficult for the last nearly 12 months. Here we are at the end of February 2021, and although the end is in sight, the timetable has been mapped out for when restrictions will end and normality will begin, if it ever does. I'm optimistic that life will return to normal sometime by the end of this year, or possibly this time next year. But it is difficult, and I'm sure wherever you live, in whatever country, you've had your own difficulties to overcome. I've also been furloughed yet again, which is not good. I'd rather be at work and living in normal times, but sadly we're not living in normal times. I did actually have coronavirus myself back in January of this year. I didn't let on to my family how bad it was, but it was worse than I actually let on. But I did come through it, and I'm okay, and I should be grateful, I suppose. But there are tens of thousands of people in England who sadly passed away from coronavirus, which is so sad, and sad for everybody around the world who has lost friends and relatives and family through coronavirus. But I guess it's the times that we live in. This is something we may have to face. There was the Spanish flu of 1918, 1919. The second wave there was worse than the first. But making comparisons with other diseases and pandemics which have spanned the globe in recent years, or in times past, I think what we've gone through here in 2020 with coronavirus has probably been a little better compared, for example, to the Black Death of 1346. Over the 7 years from 1346 to 1353, an estimated 75 million to 200 million people across Europe died from the Black Death, or the plague as it was called. I had plans for last year. I did intend to go to Germany and tour around a little bit, to visit Dresden and Leipzig, go up to Hanover and up to Stralsund, up on the Baltic coast. But like you, I suppose, my plans were never materialised. Hopefully I'll get there probably next year, but I don't know. It all depends what happens and what restrictions every country puts in place if coronavirus still lingers. But last year in 2020, I did manage to get in a short holiday to Luxembourg. The coronavirus was still with us, and the restrictions were still in place in various countries, but I managed to get a cheap flight to Luxembourg. Don't you just love a £20 return special on Ryanair? And I had a great time. The highlight for me was walking along the Alzette Valley, the Alzette River, glorious sunshine, and absolutely delightful. The low point, I suppose, was that the museums I wanted to go to were actually closed, which is rather a shame. I did find one that was open, a natural history museum, and I had a nice wander around there. It was very enjoyable. But there were restrictions in place. You had a one-way system to go around, following the white arrows on the floor, and had to wear a face mask as well, but which rather put a bit of a dampener on the visit. I really enjoyed my little trip to Luxembourg, and I managed to squeeze in another little trip just for a few days to Trieste, northeast of Italy, and that was just wonderful going there. Again, another little £20 return special on Ryanair. I really do like Ryanair. Their fares are so cheap and affordable, I can actually travel. The highlight there had to be walking along the marina in all the glorious sunshine, looking at all the boats that I can't afford to purchase. But and the low point had to be getting caught in the rain. Oh my gosh! I can't believe I stood in the middle of the Roman ruins and actually filmed the castle. Getting absolutely soaked, but oh well, that's life. So what about this year? What will 2021 hold for me? To be honest, it's very difficult to make plans in these uncertain times, but I'm unlikely to get a holiday in this year, even a long weekend, unless everything does improve and the rules and regulations are somewhat relaxed in other countries within Europe. But probably this year a staycation. Rules and regulations regarding coronavirus should be relaxed in England by the end of June, so who knows what's possible. But I'm certainly going to have some days out and explore some local towns and cities and discover something historical and interesting, because history has played a huge part in my life for well over 40 years. And I always like to discover something new and different wherever I go, so that's probably on the cards for this year, but who knows. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and please subscribe and let me know that you've subscribed as well. All comments do get a reply, and I look forward to reading your comments in due course. Thanks for watching.